Hello and welcome back to the Couch Potato. This is your host, Jacqueline.
And Keiko.
Thank you for coming back to listen to this week's episode. If you're new here, welcome. We post weekly every Monday, so please continue to support us by listening to our podcast.
This week, we are doing something different. We'll be discussing a series of hypothetical questions and responding to what we would do in that situation. So I have here a list of what would you do questions. And Jacqueline, are you ready for these?
I guess so.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to start it off with this question right here. This is kind of a fun one before we get into the crazier ones, but typical. If a genie offered you 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
You can't do the lame wish for more wish one.
Oh, that's not allowed.
Huh. I don't know. That's...
Okay, what would just be one if you had to choose?
I don't think about this. What would you do? Give me an example. Let me hear what you would say.
Okay, well, I would definitely want to be able to... Well, I feel bad wishing for, like, money. In a sense, I would probably just wish for, like, an abundance of sushi and salmon and never have to pay for that. So, in a sense, money, but money in the form of just straight food. That would definitely be one because I like food.
Oh, I want to wish for money.
What about a car?
No, I don't care about a car. I want to wish for money. You can get so much with money because things are so expensive. Like, I feel like I think one thing in my situation right now is there's so much I want to do and so much I want, but money is in the way. Things like, going on vacation, like, buying a home, things like that cost money. And like something like a car, I'm not so interested in, but there's just certain things that I would like, but money is in the way. So I'm just like, oh, I need to save up, and that takes time. So I guess like if having money just shortened down the time that I need, I don't know if I would wish for more time. I feel like that's one way like around that too. If you have more time in your day, then you could do more things. But I feel like if you just have more money, you just get things done faster. I don't need to wish for more time. So then that's how it is. But I guess if the other way around would be I just wish I had more time in the day to do other things.
So you would want more time to get other things done instead of being like so stressed on a day to day? Well, it's not like you're stressed, but just like you can just have more stuff done, more time.
Yes, I feel like, our day is just spent so long with like work and all of like the responsibility, the chores and all that. And there's not as much time to kind of relax and just have time to yourself. And I wish I would just have more time to do all of that.
That's a good one. So time and money in a sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, this one is kind of one you hear a lot too. Would you rather forget who you were or who everyone else was?
That's a trick question because then like if you remember who everyone else is, like, and then you forget yourself, that doesn't change as much.
Okay, but what if you can just relearn who everyone else was, right?
I feel like the relationship is so hard to learn how everyone is versus just learning yourself. And I feel like I don't think you can forget yourself. I mean, I sure you forget like your identity, but there's certain preferences and things that will stay the same. Like maybe I forget like, I mean, see, I can't be like, I forget my family because I still remember that's my family.
Yeah, that's true.
So in a way, you might forget things like, oh, what you do, like what's your job, what you like to do. And that's like preference. And I don't think that's easy to change preference.
But do you think the only reason why you're learning who you were was because there are pictures? Like, say pictures didn't exist. How would you know, like, you're part of this family or you even know these people?
But you say if you forget yourself, you still remember who everyone is.
Yeah,
So you know they're your
forget
family.
who you were or who everyone else was. So if you forget who you were, you don't know who you are, like how you got here, like who are these people around me.
No, but then you still remember yourself. And then you remember who everyone else is. You just don't know who you are.
Yeah.
See, this question doesn't make sense.
It's like a loophole.
Yeah, because if you're saying would you rather forget who everyone else is, or you rather forget kind of like your own self, but your own self is like, but you know who you are kind of because you have your family, your
Mhm.
friends, and you're like, oh, these are my friends. And then you kind of get an idea of who you are. It's just kind of things like preference, goals, ideal, like that you have mentally,
Mhm.
like your occupation. And I would rather do that. But then in a way, it's just not something that you forget. Cause I mean, even if I forget something, I know I don't like something, I feel like that stays the same.
Yeah. Yeah, this one was like a loophole, honestly. So I'd say this one was debunked by Jacqueline. Basically, Mythbusters, whatever. What it was like busted. Have you ever watched that show? They'll be like, this
Yeah.
myth was busted. Yeah, okay, that's basically this one.
Wait, so
Okay.
were you thinking about forgetting everyone else?
Yeah, so I thought I would just forget everybody else because it says, would you rather forget who you were or everyone else? So I think I would just, I know who I am, but I'd be like, who the heck are all of these people? Like, I know who I am, but I'm like, who's Mel? Mom? Who? And I would just relearn them. That's how I would think of it. Like, I'm just gonna relearn who these people were because I don't know who they are, but obviously I know who I am. I'm in this is my house, this is my home. Do you kind of get what I'm like? I can see both
Mhm.
sides because it honestly circulates back to one situation.
Yeah, I feel like the other one will be more of an identity crisis where you're just
Yeah.
kind of like confused, but you're still familiar. And yeah, I don't know. I think I would be really scared. That's the thing. When I was thinking about it, I feel like I would be really scared if I don't know anybody.
I agree. Yeah, that's true. Like, where the heck am I? You're like, I have a dog.
Do I? Well,
Do I?
and I feel like your sense of identity revolves around people around you too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That was a good
Yeah.
one, honestly. That was a good one. Okay, okay. Here's another. I'm kind of torn between these like short ones and these scenario ones. Okay, how about this one? This one's kind of I'd be interested to see what you said. Would you rather have to say everything that comes to your mind or never say anything again? Yeah. So you can never say anything, so you're like a mute, like your tongue is cut off or something, your mouth is shut. Or you say things that come near. I feel like I know your answer though.
What do you think I was gonna say?
I'm pretty sure you'd say that you would just speak whatever comes to your mind. That you just let it
Actually, I would
flow
do
out.
the opposite.
Wait, really? I don't
Yeah,
know. Are you sure? I
I
feel like
would
you'd be
rather
like,
not be able to talk.
wow, are your
I
thoughts
feel
that
like
bad about people?
I just feel like there would be a sense of peace sometimes not being able to have to be forced to talk, but
Yeah.
having to say everything that comes into your mind is just constant, constant. And it's going to be a lot of pressure on your mind just to be able to like, and a lot of conversation that you're just coming out. And like I said, I
Mm,
was thinking about it this morning, but words can be hurtful. And
yeah.
sometimes I am a pretty judgmental person and I just hold it in. You don't know, but I hold it in so much. Like I know for sure I could be very judgmental. Like I have an opinion about everything. I would say that.
Mhm.
Of course,
Yeah.
like they're not always like nice opinion, but of course I keep them to myself and I like that. So then what I come off across isn't like that. But everything I have an opinion about everything. I wouldn't say judgmental. I guess I would say I'm a really opinionated person.
Yeah, that's better. I don't think you're judgmental because that I feel like when you think of judgmental, it could be a really negative thing, like, oh, she's mean, like she's judgy. But I feel like you have an opinion about certain things and that's your opinion. Like you don't
Yeah,
feel like you have to
and
always state it.
yeah, and I just like I said, I don't always want to state things, but even if I can't speak, I think, with technology, I could probably still communicate in some way. I could take out my
Yeah.
phone, I could like type it out on the notes and things like that. There will be inconvenience, but I really think that words can be very hurtful, and being able to say whatever you that comes into your mind isn't always the best. And I feel like
Mhm.
not just kind of like for my sense of self, it might be frustrating at time, but mostly I think it's going to be very peaceful not having to talk. And because I'd be like, oh, I can't, don't talk to me. And
Yeah.
I think that's my mentality. I would rather do that. I don't want to say things and then people feeling hurt or ruin any kind of relationship through that way. So wait, are you leaning still towards being able to speak
Uh,
your mind or not?
you know, I feel like I'm gonna have to side with you and say I'd never say anything again. Stay quiet, keep my mouth shut, and text people for the rest of my life to get my point across.
I mean, this technology makes things really easy, and I think being able to work, um, with other people, knowing when to be quiet would be good.
Mhm.
I think the other way is just going to be so much problems. I think speaking your mind is going to be a lot of problems with other people, but not being able to speak up is going to be a lot of problem and frustration for yourself. So I hate burdening people and I hate creating problems. So I'd
Mhm.
rather like have my own problems and try to work around it myself than to involve other people. I think that's how I see it.
That I think I agree. Like when I think about it that way, I would agree with you 100%. Okay, that was a good one too. I actually like these topics that I'm picking. Okay, this one's more of uh, I don't know. This one could be really short and simple, but if a close friend murdered someone for a good reason but couldn't go to the police, how would you dispose of the body or would you turn them in?
I think for me, it, well, depending on their reason, but I think my opinion would be just to stay out of it.
Okay.
I would stay out of it and then I'll just kind of, in a way, just, yeah, like I say, stay out of it and not be involved. But I
Mhm.
don't know, like, I feel like, of course, eventually that's going to affect my relationship with that person because I'm just going to be like, whatever happens to you, it's going to be whatever happens to you. And I'm sticking to staying, I'm choosing to stay out of it because I don't want to be involved because
Mhm.
I do value our friendship, but that's why I'm deciding to like not turn you in. But whatever comes your way will come your way. Like, I feel like there's definitely reason, better, there's answer to other problems, like a different solution, I would say. But of
Mhm. So
course,
you
there's
just feel like
time.
I'm done. Like my hands are like washed of the situation.
Yes, I mean, I understand your position if it's a really good reason and I could like totally see it. And
Mhm.
I'll be like, oh, I would do the same thing. But coming from me with such a um, like a righteous morals, like I'm just like, that's not how you should be doing things. I feel like I would just be like, but I also understand the gray area. So I would just be like, I'm just staying out of this. And then I'd just be like, I'm gonna stay out of this. And of course, the friendship might not even be there anymore
Okay, I don't
by
think that
choosing.
was an option, but I will take another option to this question and okay, that one works.
What were you gonna do? Turn them in or bury the body?
I turn them in. I'm so sorry. Like you said, eventually they're going to get caught up. And yes, they're a good friend or a close friend, right? But I mean, come on, like no, like I have to just turn them in cuz in my heart I think I would feel wrong knowing that, and also someone else's questions may be unanswered, like as to what happened. And I don't know, I feel like it just wouldn't be able to sit right with me, and I wouldn't feel like I just feel so uneasy all the time knowing I have this like kind of like darkness cloud hovering over me of information. But yeah, that I was scared to do that topic, but it was interesting to see what you said. You came up with a whole nother option, but I mean, I guess think outside the box, right?
I'm just like, I don't want to be involved. Like, I think in that situation, I don't want to be involved. I'm
Hmm.
just okay.
Okay, I agree. I like see your like thoughts are making me think differently about each question because I feel like every time I like know my answer already, and then you kind of make me like think further into it, and then I like second guess myself. So I guess this is helpful. You're making me think differently about things. Okay. Wait, do you have any hypothetical questions?
I
No?
don't.
Okay,
prepare these questions.
I know, I did. Wait, I just thought of one off of the top of my head. Okay, what was I thinking? Okay. Oh, okay. If you were in a building and it's like a sky rise, and your option was to like jump down. I'm trying to think of like how many feet should be it, but if you like your only option to live was, like jumping off the side of the building and hopefully like landing and just maybe breaking your like legs, which you can heal. Break your legs and obviously work up the guts to jump off the side of a building or die.
Did you say die?
Yes.
Wait, how high is the building?
Okay, see, that's a tough one. Okay, it's
Are we talking about skyscraper kind of?
no, not that high. Just maybe like a commercial building.
How
Like
high is a commercial building?
like maybe like the top of a grocery store building. I hope you don't have any
Grocery store.
like just like a regular building. For example, Mitsuwa, the Japanese market.
That one's huge.
Okay, yeah. Would you?
I think I was a jump off.
You would jump off, right?
Yeah, it's not that high.
So you wouldn't die.
No, I wouldn't die. I think I'll just
I
jump
didn't
off.
think this one through.
I mean, there's always things to jump off of or into. And if you're talking about top of that building, like a regular building like that, I think that's about like 3, 4 stories. It'll hurt a lot. And of course, the chance of dying will be pretty high. But yeah, I don't like the idea of burning to death.
Yeah, well, yeah, no. Okay, you know what? Let's go back to the listed questions on the internet because apparently mine weren't well thought through. Okay. This one is another one of those weird, interesting ones, but this one's a quick one, actually. Let's do this one. If you could go back and be any age you want for a month, what would you choose? Would you want to be younger? Would you want to be older? You're only this age for a month, though.
You're saying going back, so wouldn't that just be younger?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. If you can go back and be any age for 1 month, what age would you choose? Sorry.
Would you be able to change the future by going back?
No. You could just experience and then at the end of the month, you go back to you sitting here with me. Lucky you.
I think I would go back to when I was maybe 4 or 5.
What?
Yeah, I think I would go back to kindergarten.
Wow.
And then for a month and just experience kindergarten. Kindergarten is so much fun. And then it'd be so easy for me just to ace through everything and then knowing my alphabets and all of that. And I think it'd just be really stress free. I would take it as a 1-month vacation of just having nothing to worry about.
Okay. I think I wouldn't go that young because I feel like I wouldn't be able to remember anything because that age I don't remember at all. I'd say maybe 11 or 12, only because I feel like at that age you're more coherent of things and you have a better memory from that time in your life. But at the same time, you're still having fun. Is that, wait, 11? That's what, 5th grade? 6th grade?
5th, 6th grade, yeah.
Yeah, see, I think I'll go back to that time being a carefree elementary child.
Well, I guess, would you have the same memory as right now? Or are you just going back?
Yeah, you're just going back and I say you're just going back. You're not going back as yourself. I feel like if anything, you're just experiencing it, not re-experiencing what you went through. Well, I don't know.
Because if you don't remember, you're basically, you won't you just, whatever happened because that's how you would make the decision back then.
I don't know.
So I think you would have the same memory as,
yeah.
You would bring your current self's memory back to the age that you're picking.
Yeah, just like reliving it, right? Basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, then I'd do that. I'd still do that. I'd still pick to just relive that time, that age. Okay, that was a good one. That's another good one. Okay. Couple more, you guys. We have a couple more. This one's interesting. Would you accept a 30K a week job offer where you get paid to sit in a pitch black room and do nothing for 8 hours? So you're in a pitch black room for 8 hours, you don't do anything, but you get paid 30K a week. See, it doesn't say anything about just sleeping the whole time though. But let's say you can't sleep the whole time and you have to like stay awake. Would you take it?
So
The
like a
30K?
regular 8 to 5 job
Mm-hmm.
for
30K.
30,000 a week.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna be working like this forever?
No, not forever. Maybe just like, let's say like couple months.
Oh, if it's a couple months. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it for 3 months, sure.
I don't think I can do that. That's so boring. A pitch black room, for one, that's scary. You can't see anything. You could just be sitting there in a corner. I'm gonna try to change your mind right here, like you changed my mind. Okay, you're sitting there in the corner. It's pitch black. It's quiet. You don't see anything. You can't even look down and see your own hands. For 8 hours, you're just sitting in darkness.
I mean, it's a job, so it's gonna be like, there's nothing unusual about it. It has to be, you'll come back tomorrow.
No, I can't. It just seems really painful. And I'd probably get scared, honestly. Like, do I get a lunch break?
You have
Hopefully.
to.
True, that's
You
against
get
the law.
hungry, because you're gonna be hungry.
I don't know if I like that one. Okay, you
Do it for
guys.
3 months. I'll
I
do it for the summer.
couldn't change Jacqueline's mind. I'm kind of disappointed. I couldn't change
You
her
didn't even try.
mind. This is sad. Okay, you guys. Last question. We are going to be doing the last one. I have it stuck in between. This time I'm going to give Jacqueline the option to pick between two that she wants to choose from. Whichever one she'll have, like, I think a better answer for, she'll go for. The first question we can ask, or sorry, the first question we can choose from is it possible, or if time travel were possible, what one event would you like to go back and change or witness? Okay, or we can do this question. If it had to always be nighttime or always daytime, which would you choose and why? Jacqueline, which one would you want to end this question off with?
I like to answer both. Both
You want to
sounds
answer both?
interesting.
Okay, then let's do it.
Sure. Okay, so if I could go back to a moment and change something, I think I would go back to like when I was 18.
Where you can change or witness.
Oh, change. And buy Bitcoin.
Oh my gosh.
I'll buy Bitcoin from when I was that age. So then I'll be rich now. And then I could, basically start investing when I was younger. Bitcoin,
That's
man.
smart. Okay, that's really smart.
And change that.
Okay, well, what if you can witness something then? What would you witness? What's an event you would witness from like another perspective?
Another perspective? What do you mean?
Like you were watching yourself.
Why would I want to witness that? Because I witnessed it myself already.
Yeah, but if you want to re-witness it again, like maybe you want to re-witness the day you met me.
I don't want to re-witness anything. They're all cringy. I just feel like it was just so cringy growing up. I don't want to re-witness anything.
So just straight up change.
Yeah, start investing younger with Bitcoin. It's gonna go to the moon, and then I'll be rich.
Okay, that's a good one. I don't really have an answer for that one. I don't know.
You have to answer.
I'd say I would like to. I don't think I want to change anything because I think, yeah, I could, but everything happened for a reason, and like the situation I'm at now is for a reason. So I'd say I think I want to witness again. Mm, I was thinking, I was like, I want to witness my birth. And I'm like, it's kind of disgusting, but I think that'd be cool because, like, I was there, I witnessed it, but I didn't really witness it. So if any, you're like, that's disgusting. Okay, I just want to witness. See, I don't know. I don't know what I would maybe instead of re-witnessing me being born, re-witnessing me already born. Yeah, like after I was born.
So you want to see your baby self?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That's a weird one, but that's the only really thing I could think about. Okay, last one, you guys. If it had to always be nighttime or always daytime, which one would you choose?
I would pick nighttime.
Oh.
I just feel like I have more energy at night.
No,
It'll make
I
sleep.
think
It'll make sleeping
day.
so much easier.
Yes,
Napping.
that's what what place has to go through that? North Pole, where they see the aurora borealis stuff. They have to. It's like always. I think it was just light for a couple, or it's just dark for a couple months. I follow this TikToker. She had to experience darkness for like several months, and then just a couple days ago, it was starting to finally get like bright again. But I think now it's like bright all the time. And she said it's so hard to um like wake up, and like it being dark all the time, it's like scary too. I think I'm kind of scared of the dark, so I'd probably say always daytime.
I think I know what you're talking about. Like those places that experience like daytime for like
Yeah,
months.
yeah.
You mess up your sleep schedule. You get really confused, and it's really you'll be really tired, and your
Yeah.
sleep schedule is just not gonna be really good. And then you're just gonna be so like irritated, just like not being able to like know when you're sleeping. Your body doesn't know. That's why I was like, I'd rather have it be like nighttime. There's always lights. Carry a flashlight. You're
I
fine.
know I can't. You guys, no, I don't. I don't think so. I would definitely want it to be daytime because once the sun goes down and it's dark outside, I am scared of the dark because darkness to me is just so like scary. I don't know. That's like, yeah, I'm kind of glad we saved this question for last because now you guys know. Yeah, if you guys have any similarities, you guys should tell us. Or if you guys have another one, maybe we can answer another one at the beginning of next week's. But basically, that's it for my list of questions.
So yeah, that's it for today's podcast. Please let us know down below if you would respond the same way as either of us, or would you do something different? We look forward to hearing your responses.
So, we are still learning as we're going along and hope to stream on more platforms soon. Apple, what's that other one called? Spotify. So if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. We'd love to hear more from you guys, and we will see you next week. Bye.